first off, your overall thoughts of today's game.
Yeah, I think we definitely came out, from first game Big East play. I think that's huge for us. So to get a W on the first game, I think is really big against a very good Providence team. So I'm very happy, well balanced. I think scoring from a lot of contributions from different people. I think that was big also. So really glad with the outcome, and I think take this. We're gonna learn from it and move on too.
Under Coach Duffy, you guys are 7-1 following a loss. What's that tell about this kind of team and the just the message and the mentality of next game and the next game?
Yeah, I think the mentality, just the mental toughness to the want to get better. One of our core values is the relentless growth, and I think just trying to get better. If we get hit like we did on Wednesday, how do we bounce back? How do we get back? How do we be better? And if that means a couple tweaks on defense or a couple tweaks on offense, well, how can we do that? And I think that's big for us. Where we try to be that team that when something's not going right, how do we change that? So I think that's a big thing for us, especially after losses. I think that's a huge, response to get a W afterwards.
I have to ask you, three-pointers on the season for you. Is that something that you worked on a lot during the off season? And what's that like right now getting that going for you?
Yeah, I think, I definitely worked on my shooting during the entire, throughout the pandemic and stuff. So I think that was really big. I wanted to come back and be not just a threat in the post, but a threat from the perimeter as well. And, looking for my shot, I think is important, but, it's off of ball movement. It doesn't have to be, I'm not calling myself a shooter in any means, but just, in the flow of things, I think that's big. And just being comfortable on the 3-point line or, 15 to 17 feet, I think is huge. And I think that's where I've gained a lot more confidence, I think, just from that standpoint, not just being a post, but also trying to stretch it out, which then opens other things up for our offense too. I think that's big and something I'm definitely trying to continue to get better at.
Over the last 16 minutes of that first half, you guys finished with a 37-7 run. How big was that considering the offense was shaky on Wednesday for you guys?
Yeah, I think just getting that confidence back. And I think honestly, just starting on the defensive end, getting stops, getting deflections led to us being able to get that run going. I think that's huge, defensively in the offense is big. And just having that mentality, I think to get things going when things might not be going too bad. I know we had a couple of turnovers in that first quarter, but how we respond and get those stops, I think is also big. And that's huge for I think just the outcome of the overall game. That run was awesome to have and have it keep it rolling, throughout the second half too.
A little bit of a time frame from when you guys are going to play your next game. What's the importance of making sure you guys are staying healthy? Because you did play 3 games this week, but you
Mhm.
also want to keep on that work and the growth in preparation for that next game.
Exactly. I think we definitely got to learn from all the games that we played this week. We played three very good teams. So definitely go back to the drawing board in terms of practice and just getting better at little things. I think that's a big thing. Just from Wednesday to today, what could we have gotten better at? What did we get better at? I think that's what we're looking at. And just practice time is always helpful. So just getting that practice time in, continuing to chemistry between each other, I think it's going to be huge for us. So the fact that we have a little bit more practice time now is going to be great, and I think rolling into the next game is going to be really big for us.
Awesome. That's all I have. Thanks for your time, Lauren.
Okay, thanks, John. I appreciate it.
Just really thrilled with our bounce back from Wednesday to Friday. Obviously, Wednesday was pretty devastating with the first half that we played against Milwaukee, but I just love the response of how we played defensively. Our toughness definitely improved in just a short amount of time, and we looked a little bit more like ourselves today.
Under you, coach, the team is 7-1 following a loss. I know one of the core values of the Marquette Way you have is relentless growth. How important is it to be that mentally tough when they bounce back in that next game for them?
I've always been somebody that really likes to face what we did wrong and talk about it, address it, and then we got to move on and fix it. And we got a group of upperclassmen who understand um, how to keep our program moving in the right direction and always go back to that growth mentality. We don't spend a lot of time as much as we were pretty disappointed on Wednesday. We had such a quick turnaround. And if you can't get up for Big East play, no matter when it is in the season right now, we're not doing it for the right thing. So I was just really excited how focused they were after Wednesday. And we had a really nice, determined, and aggressive practice yesterday, which I think really gave us some momentum coming into the game.
What was the biggest difference, in your opinion, from Wednesday to now defensively, as you guys held Providence fairly well in that second quarter?
I think we can definitely be a great defensive team. It's a little bit other than scheme. It's your desire and your will to want to do it. And I just thought we were moving extremely slow and let Milwaukee kind of dictate, um, to us what was going to happen in the game. And I thought we controlled the pace better. We really defined, you always want to be a tough team out there, but we defined a little bit more specifically from Wednesday to Friday what that meant. And I thought our entire team responded. It wasn't just one or two people making some plays. It was a very much a collective group this afternoon.
24 points from the bench this afternoon. How big was that for you guys? And what did you like, what you saw from the players off the bench?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I thought Taylor Valladay this afternoon was really solid again. 5 assists, 0 turnovers. She got our pace moving pretty good, and Liza Carlin came in and hit 2 nice threes, and just getting some of those players off the bench some experience and some time is really important. I just looked down the stat sheet, and Julia Okason made her first basket of her career in a Golden Eagle uniform, which is great, and Walker, Antoinette got going a little bit towards the end, which was good. And so the more people that we can, find time on the court for them and really get some experience for them is going to be really beneficial for our team moving forward.
Lauren finished with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. What did you see from her this afternoon?
Oh, she was way more aggressive today, and she demanded the ball inside. She hit another three again, which is great. She's been working hard on that, and I thought the bounce in her legs were a little different today. She was pretty upset about Wednesday, took it personal, as did Celine a lot. I think when your seniors really understand, how to bounce back, and I challenge them on their leadership as well as putting it on my shoulders a little bit more. And I really liked how both Lauren and Selena responded yesterday in practice, and then that carried over to our team in the game today.
It was mentioned during the TV broadcast that next Friday's game against Prairie View A&M is canceled. So you guys have more of a time to just sit back and relax, like not relax, but take a breather because of the 3 games you played this week. What's the importance going into that time away off the court playing wise?
We're definitely going to take advantage of the time. Unfortunately, the Prairie View game was canceled due to COVID, but we're going to obviously take a day or two off and collect ourselves. We're still in finals, which is incredible what these student athletes are doing right now. And then we're actually going to maybe try and pick up another game if we can. That's the kind of the roulette of like we're figuring out our schedule on the fly a little bit. But if that doesn't happen, we finally get some hopefully quality practice time to really focus on ourselves for a couple days. And hopefully that'll give us obviously the momentum going into that Belmont game. And then obviously when Big East picks back up.